kind of like how if you went to a lot of like say English for example, because I've seen people do it in London all the time. Like when you go up to British people, because a lot of them don't watch NFL, they don't watch the NBA. You go up to a lot of them, and they'll recognize the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Patriots, the Steelers. Just like majority of them, they'll recognize only about four teams in the NBA, and that's the Knicks, the Lakers, the Bulls, and the Celtics.
Yeah, because those are the two. Those are the top markets in the league.
Mm. Hey, I want to sorry for all the viewers out here for all the technical difficulties.
Yes. Technical difficulties, folks. Sorry.
Yeah, appreciate that. Sorry about that. But we was gonna get back to what we was talking about. So yeah, Mark, you said Russell Wilson was top 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this moment.
All right. So Jared Goff or Russell Wilson? I'm just gonna start it off. Jared Goff or Russell Wilson?
It's close.
Come on, man.
No, it's not, bro.
The last couple weeks, Jared Goff had like 6 to 7 turnovers, bro. He ain't been playing well. He barely skated past the Bears.
For Champagne. Before the injury, would you say Russ over Kirk Cousins before the injury?
No, probably not. Probably not. I don't know. That's close. I don't know. That's another close one. And I think, honestly, after like what you could say week 5, 2 have been kind of coming down to earth a little bit too. If we're being honest.
No, I agree.
Nah, Tua is easily better than Russell Wilson right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
I wouldn't say easily.
No, quite easily, bro. It's
CJ Stroud or Russ?
I would say easily.
No, he picked
Stroud. I would say CJ Stroud right now, even though he's still a rookie.
By the way,
Prescott
Goff has over close to 800 yards more than Wilson. Just throwing that out there. But
yeah, that's cool.
Dak Prescott, Champagne.
Man, I ain't getting behind that. I don't give a damn. No, I'm not taking Dak over him, bro. I don't care. There's nothing. Dak beats up on shitty teams and inflates his numbers. No, I'm sorry, because Dak ain't doing what Wilson did. He ain't coming down on that final drive against the Vikings. He ain't coming down on that final drive against the Bills in Buffalo. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't doing it. Nope. Man, beat up on the Commanders and the Giants. Like,
man, he had a hell of a game against the Eagles, man. I know they lost.
I mean, he always played good against the Eagles. That's a given.
No, he just plays good against
a great game.
Yeah, he like Dak against the Eagles is the only time you'll get a great Dak game against a good team. That's it.
Yeah, because he looked like shit against the 49ers.
Yep.
And people don't want to talk about that.
No, they don't, because he on the Cowboys.
So hold on, time out, bro. You just made the argument for Russell Wilson being top 10 for 2 weeks of play, but you want to go back to week 3, 2?
Oh no, I didn't say 2 weeks. Oh no, trust me, bro. I ain't say 2 weeks of play. I ain't say 2 weeks of play.
Okay.
No, but you said Jared
Russ
Goff has
Trevor
been
Lawrence.
bad the last 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I said the last couple weeks. I meant like more than 2 weeks. But all right,
Russ ain't better than Trevor Lawrence, bro. Which is not saying much because Trevor's not even having a crazy.
No,
he's not having a crazy season.
He just winning games. That's really all it is.
Yeah,
he's just winning games. That's it.
Trevor
ain't been looking that great either.
He has almost as many touchdown passes as Mac Jones.
But let's be honest, though, man. Russell Wilson hasn't had a game that's like, wow. He's yet to have a game to where I'm like, oh man, I was impressed by that game. He hasn't.
He's essentially
has at least one.
He's the Trent deal for this year, just managing the game this year.
I mean,
now he got a lot
better, but the first couple games,
what's
man,
wrong with Trent deal for this year? I mean, I'm just saying, you winning games.
I'm like, yo,
he thinks Russ
right?
But when backs are against the wall and we needed plays and we needed to win a game, he came down in 2 games and did that.
Okay.
2 games.
And go back and look at the 2000 Ravens season. Trent Dilfer did that year with that stifling defense as well, brother. I mean, come on. I mean, people act like being a game manager is something bad.
Every quarterback is a game manager.
No, there's a difference between a great game manager and a game manager of like what I'm talking about.
Not that much difference. It ain't that much
difference. There's a huge difference. So you're gonna tell me that
it's just one guy gets a little bit extra chances on the offense, the other don't. They still, as a great quarterback, as a good quarterback for a good team, you still need to manage the game.
So you mean to tell me that, let's say, Russ is a better game manager than, let's say, Jalen Hurts?
You said what?
So he's managing the game the same as Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is an elite game manager too.
Again, and that goes back to my point. There's a difference between a game manager and an elite game manager. Jalen Hurts is an elite game manager.
It's still a game manager. So why even separate the two if it's the same thing?
If there's
you still got to manage the game, and it depends on the talent around you, especially on the O.
I mean, and it also
like
depends
wide receivers can make plays for you. You could throw pass in the out, and a wide receiver.
You also have a stifling defense that hasn't allowed over 22 points for the last 6 games.
Okay,
you have it. They have not allowed over 22 points the last 6 games.
But when the defense also allowed the Bills to come down and score them a couple of times and rush on them, and they needed plays and they needed actually to make a drive down the field, Russ still made a play. Elite quarterbacks still have to do that.
How did he make plays? He didn't
game
score more than 20
not
points.
doing that consistently, bro.
He did not score more than 20 points.
Elite?
Huh?
Russ is not elite this year.
No. He not. I take that back. I'm saying he's not elite like this year. It's not even that many elite quarterbacks this year, honestly, other than like the typical ones.
That's true.
Like elite gets thrown around too much. Yeah. But like Russ used to be elite, but like right now he not elite only because he don't have to do too much right now. In the sense that
that goes back to my point. That point goes back to my point.
That's the same with the Eagles.
You mean to tell me that Jalen Hurts is not doing much? Jalen Hurts is not doing much.
Jalen Hurts do not have to do that much on that team.
He didn't do much yesterday.
This is what I'll say.
This is what
I'll say about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts probably has the second, and you're not gonna like this, broad, but Jalen Hurts probably has the second easiest job. Maybe the first. It's between him and old boy from San Francisco, Purdy.
And Brock Purdy.
Now, having said that, Jalen Hurts is still out here winning games, bro. He's not simply riding on his defense, bro. Last night, bro. He was big time, bro.
But I'm just saying, though, the double standard is crazy, though. Like, you getting on Russ calling him Trent Dilfer, but you ain't applying that same shit to Hurts. And he doing the same shit.
Is Russ better than Lamar this season, Champagne?
You said what?
Is Russ better than Lamar this season?
No.
Heck
no. Lamar probably the MVP, but he only probably going to get it because everybody hurt.
Right now, the MVP is probably Jalen Hurts, which... And it sucks because to me, Lamar does.
He gonna get it just straight off a record, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man. All right, y'all. I want to talk about.
You can make an argument for Christian McCaffrey, as Champ said.
I think Christian McCaffrey should be the MVP.
Yeah, he's on pace to go for over 2,000 yards from scrimmage this year, and he already has 16 touchdowns.
He should be the MVP. He the best player on that offense.
Yeah, and every time
2K, he the MVP. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And every time they don't give him the ball over 20 times, they end up losing. Look at that 3-game losing streak they had.
Facts.
So every time they give him the ball over 20 times, they're gonna win that game.
Facts.
Feed that monster like you're supposed to.
And they're trying to talk about Purdy the MVP.
Yeah.
Purdy played behind like what twice and shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But Jay, what's your thoughts on Russ before we move on to the next topic?
Basically what they're saying, Russ is basically just getting the team pass. You know, he's doing the Kenny Pickett right now. So honestly, like he's doing the Kenny Pickett. Right? But that's fine though, because like that's not because as long as you win, then you look like you win. I don't give a fuck if you win by 3, 7, 10. It don't matter. A win is a win, regardless. So yeah.
Riddler.
You just brought up a very valid point, Jay, because you were talking about OJ was talking about how Jalen Hurts has an easy job. You want to talk about Pickett having an easy job? He doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah, the way he does, he plays like shit.
Yeah. But there's another guy that kept winning games, and I think he's in the MVP conversation as well. That's how you know it's sad when about the MVP stuff. Dak Prescott also been doing good.
Gosh.
What's
Brandon,
your
are you saying that because I brought that up on my pod on Friday?
No.
He's not doing it, bro. He's doing what he does every year. Beat up on shit teams in the NFC East and a couple of shit teams on the schedule and inflate the numbers. That's it.
But let me ask you a question,
team,
though.
You have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Russ lost.
Hey, that's cool, bro. But like,
But
Dak does this every year.
Champ, I'm sorry, because that really just did me in. That's the fucking double standard shit that I was talking about last year, because everyone fucking talked about how the Eagles were soft and overrated and shit because of their fucking schedule. What you just said, that's what the Eagles did with last year.
I remember that.
Yeah.
With that shit.
I think with Dak, man, at the end of the day, two things. You got to play who's in front of you, number one. And number two,
double standard shit.
Have the Cowboys lost to a team that they were supposed to beat? That's my question to y'all.
They've lost to
Arizona.
They lost to the Cardinals, in which the Cowboys were huge favorites to win.
Okay, they lost to Arizona. But here's the thing, though, man. We could play that game with every team, bro. The Chiefs lost to the Lions, bro. Like the Eagles lost to the Jets. We can play that game with everybody. Every team
lost to the
got
Texans.
one inexcusable L, at least. Besides
Not
that,
the
the Cowboys, they won every game they were supposed to win, bro. And I'm not even a Cowboy guy myself. Like, we just got to be fair about it, bro. Because at the end of the day, did we really expect the Cowboys to beat Philly? I didn't. Did we really expect the Cowboys to beat the Niners? I didn't. They're not better than those teams. So they lost. They were supposed to. And even then, they were competitive in both of those. No, not San Francisco.
Not San Francisco.
I forgot. I'm looking at the stats right now. So that's what I'll say about the Cowboys, man.
But Dak, what he does have, however, in these next 6 games, he does have a chance. If you look at the last 5, he's got the Seahawks, Brandon Seahawks this Thursday on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Then after that, they got the Eagles Sunday night. Then the next 2 games, they have to go on the road against AFC East teams. They got Buffalo and they got Miami. Then after that, December the 30th, I think it's on ESPN, they got Detroit. So if Dak could actually put up legit numbers and win most of those games, he does have a chance.
And the Cowboys are
beating
the Eagles,
MVP
bro.
off of pity.
The Cowboys, y'all can screenshot this. The Cowboys are beating the Eagles next time they play them, which is in 2 weeks. They're beating the Eagles, bro. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, it's a division game, so it might happen.
They could possibly have the defensive player of the year on the Dallas Cowboys as well.
CeeDee Lamb finna cook what's his name, man? Slay.
And the Eagles secondary look hurt. So
yeah. Last word.
A lot of them boys.
Yo, last word, what's your thought?
In regards to what? Russell Wilson or Dak?
Dak.
Man, I mean, I always thought Dak was a little. I think Dak in that mode of players where it's like you either overrate them or you underrate them. So for me, it's like I think Dak is in that in between space where I think he's good enough, but he's good enough to not be good enough. If that makes sense. Like he'll make the plays that he should make, but he more often than not, when he needs to go off script or make the plays that needs to win the games. Like, for example, like I just gave him credit for the Eagles game. I mean, Jake Ferguson was wide, slap-ass open on the final play of the game, and he decided to go a different direction for whatever God-given reason. I mean, at the end of the day, he had a great game, but those are the plays that separate him from being great from good. And
that's true.
I think that top 10,
a terrible sack on that drive too.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to him, man, his what's the tackle name? Steele. He had a horrible game that game. To be fair to him, he had a terrible game. That shit was awful.
Yeah, man, for sure. But yeah, man. What's your thoughts on Russ too? On last word, I don't think you see your thoughts on Russ.
Oh, Russ. I mean, I'm a Russell Wilson fan. Like, I like Russ, but when I like players, man, I guess I critique them more critically because I like them. And I don't think Russ top 10 right now. I just don't. I mean, I think he's definitely gotten better, but I think there's too many other quarterbacks in the league who have been more consistent throughout this season and the past year, 2 years.
There it is.
More than him that's been better than him. So I can't put him over those guys because he's had a good month of football of late. That's fine. That's good to see, but I can't put him over certain guys right now. I just can't.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. We're gonna move on to the next game. The Eagles beat the Bills in overtime, 37-34.
Let me talk about this first. Let me talk about this first. 'Cause I got a lot to say. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts threw for 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen threw a pick. He had 339 yards with 2 TDs. What's your thoughts on the game? Go on.
I just got one question. I ain't gonna say nothing else. What's going on with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts? Like, what's going on with that?
What you mean?
What you mean? What happened?
AJ Brown's the number one. He should be getting number one type treatment, and he's not.
Are you basing that on one game?
Totally catch some passes.
AJ Brown's been the most targeted receiver.
No, I'm saying like every week it seems like they're arguing on the sideline about some shit every week.
I'll be honest with you, bro, and Broad will confirm this, bro. That argument is mostly Jalen whining like a little, you know what, to Hurts, bro.
You think it's Jalen?
Yes, that's what I.
Oh no, you mean AJ?
No, you mean
yeah,
AJ.
did I say Jalen?
Yeah, you said Jalen.
Yeah, I meant
Jalen. You mean
AJ.
AJ? I think OJ. Are you
Jalen,
referring to the game against the Commanders in which Jalen and AJ were going at it, or
there was a few times they went at it this year, and it's like
that was early in the season, but I thought they already addressed that.
They just did that this past weekend. They was going back and forth, and it's like,
and he got.
Who do the Bills having a second?
That Chiefs game too, boy.
Who do the Bills having a secondary that can slow down AJ Brown? It's like, why not? You know.
I mean,
I'm sorry, last word. You said you want
to. Bro, you watch the games more than me, but you know, so I can't speak.
Sorry. This is what I'll say about I'll go real quick about the Bills and Eagles game. I've seen a couple games, man, where Jalen Hurts, he's just on to a slow start, bro. And most other teams, they lose this game. But again, he has one of the best line in the league. He has two legit receiver ones, so he could afford to do that. And Jalen Hurts, if I'm not mistaken, he's third in the league in turnovers, man. So he has not taken very good care of the ball, which is inexcusable given the weapons in the line that you have. However, people don't make as big a deal, and understandably so, because it hasn't really led to them losing like that, bro. So they've lost one game. So because it hasn't led to them losing, it is what it is. Now I'm starting to see this narrative build up, and I made a video about it, I think yesterday, Hurts over Josh Allen. When it's like, it's crazy to me because Hurts has arguably the most weapons. And again, I'm not even trying to say that to diminish him, whereas Josh Allen probably carries his team more than any other quarterback, bro. Like, so if you shut down Tyreek, if you shut down Diggs, it's a wrap for that offense because Davis is so unreliable, man. So, but again, that was a classic example of the Bills defense selling, bro. Like, it's just, this one, I feel bad for Josh Allen. There's not much else you can do. But shouts out to Jalen Hurts, though, man. He didn't play well, particularly in the first half. Second half, he turned it up, and he had that great run. And the Eagles always find a way to win, bro. They don't win the prettiest way, but they don't break. They bend and they don't break. So shouts out to them.
Okay. Last word.
So let me just preface this first. This notion that Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen. I said this yesterday in the chat. At this point, for me, it's a coin flip for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
it's a coin flip. All right, watch this. It's a coin flip, right? Let me ask you a question.
I'm not debating
watch this. Who's the better passer?
I'm not debating it.
Josh Allen clears him as a passer.
Okay, Josh Allen clears him. This is how I know if you guys actually know football. Who's the better runner?
I say Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen, bro.
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Here's the thing, you guys.
Josh Allen can do it off a script.
Jalen Hurts is slightly quicker, and he's a little bit in the open field. He's more shifty, but Josh Allen overall, he's the better runner, and certainly because he's harder to bring down. So Josh Allen's the better runner. He's a better passer by a mile. He has a 4 inferior team, and somehow Jalen Hurts is better. What does Jalen Hurts do better than Josh Allen? You might could say he takes care of the ball more. But this year, Josh Allen is number 1 in turnovers and Hurts is number 3. So if you're going to say Hurts is better, what does he do better? Go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right. So nothing. But, okay. I want to remind y'all that going into the third quarter yesterday, Hurts was 4 for 12 for 88 yards. And he finished that game with 200 touchdowns and had 200 yards and had 4 total touchdowns, bro. You can sit here and name any metric, statistic. 5, you're right. You can name any metric, statistic, and tangible you want to name. At the end of the day, one guy, when he has the talent, he's getting it done. He's now 9-1.
Oh my god!
In his past 10 games
That's
against
crazy,
winning
bro.
teams.
That's a team stat.
Let
That
me
is a
cook.
team
Listen,
stat.
listen, listen.
Do we
listen,
forget?
listen.
Do we forget how
Listen,
maybe
hold on. I
Jalen
let you
Hurts
PSP,
talk.
bring
was
it up.
for
I
AJ
let
Bring it
you
Brown?
up,
talk. I
PSP.
let you talk. I let you talk. Let me
You
talk.
right. You right. My bad, fam. Go ahead.
In his past 10 games, she's 9-1 against these guys. This past 28 games, she's 26-2. You can sit here and say that's a team stat all you want to, bro. But at the end of the day, y'all not gonna sit here and act like Buffalo hasn't had a top roster outside of this year the past 3-4 years. The Bills have had a top 5 defense 3 out of 4 years. And what has he done with it? Y'all want to sit here and tell me this dude is better, but he ain't winning nothing. Y'all crowned him a top 5 quarterback because of the divisional round loss. Like, what are we doing? Like, I thought winning was the ultimate goal. Hurts just got these boys to a Super Bowl and probably played his best game of his career. But y'all want to sit here and tell me Josh Allen is better off of losing? Like, what are we talking, bro? What are we really talking
This
about?
man
You're
forgetting
gonna
that the Eagles had
conveniently
an
forget
elite
the fact that
defense.
Josh Allen has historically had a
Time
bad
out.
O-line and
I
no
never
running
said
game.
the Eagles didn't have an elite defense, but in that Super Bowl, were they looking
Which
elite that
defense is
Super
better?
Bowl?
Which
You know what's
defense
funny,
was better?
bro?
The
You
Bills
give,
defense
you give
was
Josh
better
Allen
year.
that
They was
team in the
statistically
Super Bowl,
better
bro.
and
They
on the
smoked
field.
the Chiefs, bro.
Facts, OJ.
They
That's true.
smoked the Chiefs, bro.
Thank you.
True.
It's not even. They smoked the Chiefs, bro. You give Josh Allen that team. They
That's
smoked the Chiefs, bro.
That
They
sounds
smoked
real
them.
good, but he don't have that team. He's had
You
a
right.
good
You
run.
right.
Y'all talk like
That's
he
the
hasn't had
point.
a good
And here's the
roster.
thing, bro. I
He's had
hate
a good
even making this
roster
argument
for the
because I'm a
last 3
big Jalen
years.
Hurts fan, bro. I'm a big Jalen. I don't even. I take no pleasure in
Listen,
this, bro.
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. True or false? The last 4 years, can you not sit here and say the Bills have had a top 5 roster the past 3-4 years?
No,
Outside
nope.
of this year because of injuries.
No.
Nope. This is why. Because of two
Oh my
very
fucking
glaring
God.
weaknesses, bro. Offensive line, running game. I cannot give them that, bro.
Bro,
I
at
can't
left
give,
tackle.
bro. I
They got a
cannot
Pro
give
Bowl
you
off
top
for
The
five
left
roster
49ers, the
when
Chiefs,
you
the
have glaring
Eagles.
flaws in two
The
positional
Chiefs
groups. I
has a
can't,
better
bro.
roster from top to
The
bottom.
Cowboys had a better roster than the Bills too.
Yeah.
There are only 3 teams in the league right now that
That's 4
definitively
teams
have
right
better
there.
And by the way, what do you mean better roster, bro?
Eagles,
Like how
the
many
Eagles,
bro? How many All Pro
and the-
players do they have,
maybe.
bro? They have Allen, they have Diggs, Matt Milano, borderline Pro Bowler, and
was
then
an
they have the
All-Pro.
two
They got
safeties.
Air
Borderline. He was an All-Pro first team last season. What do
Okay,
you mean
I'll give it to
borderline?
him. I
good
don't know
deal.
the stats off top, so I'll take your word for it. Okay, I'll give you Matt Milano, bro.
Jordan
But
Poyer.
last word. This
What
is
do
where
we
you
add
confuse.
Oliver,
But last word, you
Greg
confuse me.
Rousseau? What are
If
we
you talking
talking
about
about?
what's winning, if you talking about winning, Dak Prescott has a better roster than the Chargers. Is Dak Prescott better than Justin Herbert?
You said what? Say it again.
Cook.
Dak Prescott has a better roster than the Los Angeles Chargers. Is Dak Prescott? He's 2-0 against Justin Herbert. Is Dak Prescott better than Justin Herbert?
No, I don't think so.
Alrighty then. That's all. That's
you
all
go.
Jalen Hurts fans pull
Use
out.
the same logic, bro. Good stuff.
All I'm saying,
Sports.
but look, we gotta stop at some point in time. We gotta stop using just because the quarterback beat the other quarterback. That's an
No, that's
indication
not.
that
That's
it's
not
better.
my point.
Then
That
what's
wasn't.
the
That's
point?
not my point. My point is, like I said in the chat yesterday,
All
when
you pulled out was one loss record.
hold on.
No, MJ, because you low key sounded like a hypocrite. Wasn't that the main argument that you used for Burrow over Mahomes?
Yep. And I'm gonna stand. No. That's not the reason why. That's not the reason why.
I never put Mahomes Burrow over Mahomes.
No, he said at one point he had Joe Burrow over Patrick Mahomes.
Because Burrow.
Because I said that. When I said that. Nah, when I said that though, Joe Burrow's a better thrower. He's a better pocket passer.
That Burrow was 3-1 against Mahomes.
That's wild.
That's facts.
You kept saying it to Trent.
And he beat him when it matters most.
That's not
And he
backtrack.
outplayed him in that game.
That's not backtrack. You sound like a fucking hypocrite right now.
I will say this though, for the record, I don't think Hurts
The
over
fact that you
Allen
took me
is a
serious
crazy
on that
take.
take is crazy.
I don't think it's crazy. It's just hard to defend, in my opinion.
It's
Look,
not
Ma-
hard
look,
to defend at all.
Look, Malcolm
because
Moore
you
beat
can very
Kendrick
much look at
Lamar
these
on
last
Grammy
year,
night.
bro.
Is Malcolm Moore
Listen.
better?
You said what?
Malcolm Moore
You're
beat
saying he's
Kendrick
better
Lamar
than
on
Josh Allen,
Grammy
yet
night.
you
Is
can't
he
name me
better?
one thing he does better. How's that hard to prove? How is that easy? Come on, bro.
Listen,
No, you know what's
listen,
great? He literally
listen,
just said that he agreed with you.
Yeah, basically he said he agreed with me and then proceeded
Then
to say
he
he's
went to
better
win-loss
anyways. Oh,
record.
because they have a win-loss like
It's not just the win-loss record. Let me finish my point, bro. the past couple games, right, that he has trailed in the fourth quarter and overtime, he has 10 total touchdowns to 0 interceptions. On top of the fact he has a 138.8 QBR. Like when it matters most, he's getting the job done. I get it. The team around him is amazing. I'm not saying it's not.
Shit,
but at the end of the day, when it comes down to needing the plays and needing your quarterback to make the plays to win the game, he does that better than Josh Allen. And that's why I personally
believe. That's so crazy. I said that about Simmons.
So last word, by that logic, Trevor Lawrence is better than Justin Herbert because if I'm mistaken, Trevor Lawrence came back from a 27-point deficit.
I literally said Trevor Lawrence and Herbert at this point for me are both damn near the same.
But I asked you on my pod if you had a choice between Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert, you would take Trevor.
Yeah, I would. I think his upside is higher. I don't think he's necessarily.
You know what's crazy to me? This is what I realized.
I'm not taking none of them over Kenny Pickett. Oh, hold on.
What I realized?
Nobody care about small hands.
Able to see the impact of coaching and organization. Forget even like not even roster for a second, just an organization, bro, and like the dysfunction that Justin Herbert is in, bro. Just the sheer dysfunction of an organization and how you give him just.
OJ, it's the Spanos organization. They're too damn cheap of an organization, which is why Adam Schefter, they talked about hiring Sean Payton, but they didn't want to do that. Brandon Staley makes $4 million a year. To get Sean Payton, you have to pay him 4 or 5 times that.
Yeah, you have to pay him like 20.
Yeah. Brandon Staley's out. He's going to be out soon, and Bill Belichick is going to be the coach of the Chargers next year.
No, that'd be worse for Justin Herbert.
Know about that, man.
I don't know
think that's
because
be
hold on a second. Check this out, bro. I hear where you're coming from, but to me, I like Kellen Moore. You remove Staley, at least with Belichick, bro. That defense with the weapons they have, that's gonna be a legit defense. Because, bro, look at the defense. They have some dogs on defense, bro. And how are you guys that bad with the level of talent you guys have on defense, bro?
But here's the thing, OJ, and this is the same argument Sports Talk tried to make about Bill Belichick going to Washington. If you bring Bill Belichick onto the team, he doesn't want to be just head coach. He wants to have final say with the roster, the coaching staff, which means you're going to have to fire Kellen Moore, and he's going to hire Bill O'Brien, Josh McDaniels, or whoever it is that he wants for the coaching staff.
No, I mean, you could
Josh McDaniels is not a bad OC, though.
You could fix that. You could fix that easily.
He's not a bad OC with Tom Brady. Who has he coached outside of Tom Brady?
Hire him, you say
Mac Jones,
the coach. You're not going to be a GM. And by the way, if Belichick leaves, it won't be because he left on his own. He's going to leave because he got fired. And once you get fired, that leverage, the cachet that he has, he's not going to have no more. And not to that extent, to where now if he wants to go coach the Chargers, now, bro, you're going to coach on our terms, which means you're not going to be the GM. You're going to be the coach, and that's what we brought you. So you could fix that problem.
Is it safe to say that the San Diego Chargers don't like strong-minded head coaches? Because
they
after all, they did fire
Marty Schottenheimer.
They fired North Turner, yes, and they fired Marty Schottenheimer. So is it safe to say
that's kind of the reason? It starts at the top, bro.
So is it safe to say if they brought in a Bill Belichick that's going to be kind of anti-Charger culture?
But Bill Belichick, he got a lot of cash.
For them to do that, that'd be out of character. And Bill, you don't think Belichick wants money?
Not only that, you're gonna have to give him personnel decisions, and I don't know who the general manager is now. It's always a feud between the general manager and the head coach. Bill Belichick ain't having that.
But you guys have to understand that the problem with the Chargers is not even the offense. So Justin Herbert, for his career, he's averaging about 26 points a game. The NFL league average is like 24.5. That was like 2 years ago, and that was the high. That was the history highest scoring. So Herbert surpasses that. The problem is their defense, bro. They're giving up around like 25, 26 a game. Bill Belichick will tighten up that defense, bro. You better believe that, bro. And he can let Kellen Moore do whatever, bro. That's the real issue, bro, is that defense. And obviously there's just and honestly, man, Keenan Allen's overrated. I'm sorry. I know he's one of these guys that, Keenan Allen's underrated.
I think he's underrated.
He just head over heels now, bro.
Y'all can have him, bro.
His prime.
He still got good hands, OJ, and his route running still up there. He's still a top 10 route
He be dropping some glaring passes, bro. But I guess
he's top 15.
I'm done with him. I'm doing too much. Keenan Allen's still a dog.
T.O. at the beginning of the year, he used to drop a lot of passes. But hey, I digress.
I mean, for a guy that's known for his hands, he sure drops a lot of catches, bro, and he's led the league in drops a couple times too.
And so has
to have hands.
He led the league in drops a few times.
A few times, bro, and he has hands. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't because he does. It's just interesting to me, bro.
So hey,
because with CeeDee Lamb, bro, his rookie year, CeeDee has no hands, right? Devontae Adams, his rookie year, no hands. So, but we don't give that same energy to.
But back to Hurts versus Allen. Here's the thing, though. Last word. What is it about Hurts outside of delivering in clutch situations that makes you say, "Wow, he's better than Allen," or it's a coin flip?
You said what makes me say that, or just his overall impact on the game. I mean, I get it, bro. We're gonna sit here and degrade one guy because he can't help that he has a talented roster, and the other guy roster is depleted right now. I get it. But at the end of the day, at some point, you got to call a spade, bro. He's getting the job done. Like if he was going out here losing these games, what would the narrative be then? It would be Jalen Hurts can't win despite the fact he has a top 3 roster. But because he is winning, we want to discredit him because he's winning. That shit doesn't make sense to me. We don't do that with any other quarterback. When Mahomes was throwing the ball to Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, no one sat there and said, "Oh, you feel me? Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill made Patrick Mahomes."
Why though? There's a reason why no one said that. Because Mahomes is proven, bro. Yeah, he's proven, bro.
His first year. Listen, you're talking about he's proven. What else does Jalen Hurts have to do? Does he have to go out and win every award unanimously and win a Super Bowl?
He's doing everything. Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
Roster, he has to go and win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But last word, let me ask you this last word.
Arguable for Josh Allen, a guy who has consistently underperformed in big moments and also in key moments in the regular season and playoffs. Why is that not an argument?
That's so
not
crazy.
true. Did you not watch?
Did we not
just watch the playoffs last season? He played like shit against the Dolphins, and he played like shit against the Bengals. What are we saying? Why are we watching these dudes? Or are we just going off of who we like more, bro? Like he made 2 straight bad playoff games.
I'm not even like a big Josh Allen fan either, so it has nothing.
So let me ask you this last word. Last word. Let me ask you this: if you put Jalen Hurts with the Buffalo Bills, how far would they go?
I think they're in the same position because of injuries this year. But if we talking about not last season, 2 years ago, what year that was? They had the number 1 defense. I forgot. They had the number 1 defense. Stephon Diggs, and they had.
You talking about when there was a shootout between the Bills and the Chiefs?
Yes.
That season?
Nah.
I think he's talking about the season with Von Miller was very.
No, he's talking about 2021. That was the year when Buffalo had the number 1 defense in the NFL that year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he could replicate that success and not go even further. I do believe that.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all, man.
Told me anything that he to not be able to do that.
We spent a lot of time on this off.
Not good. But Jay, this is the next topic. How y'all keep winning, bro?
We're just gonna skip over me talking about the game. Okay?
No, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, because I let y'all fuckers ramble on for 20 minutes. Let's see. I mean, wasn't the best game, especially getting in the turnover hole early, but. Because this is another thing I want to say. Because I watched Undisputed this morning, and Skip is an idiot. Because he said that the Eagles have gotten lucky the last 4 games. Yeah, they tied if you don't know, the Eagles tied the NFL record for 4 straight comeback victories. This was also the first time in NFL history that both starting quarterbacks threw multiple passing touchdowns and rushed for multiple touchdowns. But I mean, it don't matter because the Eagles, they just fight to the end because that's one thing that Skip was pissing me off about, how they got lucky, this and that. Yet, this is not luck. This just shows that they got to fight to stay in the game because there's so many other teams and other quarterbacks that, oh, shit, we're down. Okay, I'm checking out. Jalen Hurts? Nah. I'm going to try to find a way to come back and win this game.
All right.
But, we're 10-1. I know people will talk about how the Niners are favored. It's going to be a great game. But I mean, people said, "Oh, the Eagles lose the next 2." If the Cowboys and the Eagles both finish, let's say 14-3, 5-1 in the division, the Eagles still win because you know why? Because of conference record. All 3 of the Cowboys' losses are in conference. That would only have 2 losses in conference. They're currently undefeated in conference play, while all 3 of the Cowboys' losses were in conference.
Tough.
And people don't want to talk about that.
For sure. But hey, man, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Jay, man, how y'all keep winning, bro? I don't. Well, first y'all fired Matt Canada. That's for one. What's your thoughts about that, man? And the Steelers overall for the future.
Listen, of course we all were blaming Matt for whatever, but I still had some doubt about Kenny. I still have some doubt about him, regardless. But he played good against the Bengals. We didn't get the touchdowns we wanted, but I think he was like 24 for 33, 278. He played solid. I don't think he had no turnovers in the last like 6-7 games. So bro been balling for real when it comes to not turning the ball over. But I don't know how I do know how to win because our defense, I think we gave up 16 rushing yards to Joe Mixon. Like, we haven't allowed 20 points since the Jaguar game. I think we allowed 20 points one time in the last like 5 or 6 weeks. So our defense been going crazy, and that been without Minka Fitzpatrick. Your Cam Hayward was on the IR. Like, the Steelers are doing they doing anything over here. People don't want to talk about it because the Ravens, but the Steelers, I promise you, like the Ravens, that's really the only team the Steelers are probably looking at within our division, at least. Like the Browns just beat us, yeah, good job, but nobody's.
Yeah, the other 2 guys have no quarterbacks.
I mean, yeah, but we just lost to the Browns, but that was some bullshit, honestly. But I think if we play the Ravens again, we could definitely beat the Ravens strictly because I don't think the Ravens are doing shit without Mark Andrews. Like, honestly, I can't see them winning without him. Honestly, like, yeah, they just beat the Chargers, but that was a bullshit game. That game was ass. But I don't see them going far without Mark Andrews. But man, we 7-4, bro. You know what I'm saying? We still at the top of the AFC for real.
Man, the Steelers are that is an anomaly to me. They are the sorriest good team I've ever seen in my life.
If you really watch, bro, if you really watch the game, see, I can tell. If you really watch the game, we're not a bad team. If you really watch the game, we're not a bad team. Our defense is one of the top in the league. If we score touchdowns,
it doesn't even make sense though, bro. Like, it's like your defense is good. I'll give you that. It's always good, but it's not crazy.
It's good enough to win
anything. Damn near non-existent.
And you guys still find a way to win. I'm curious to know what you think about Deontay Johnson and that play, bro. He's wild.
Oh, that was some bullshit. I don't know if he seen the ball. I don't know what the fuck that was.
He just gave up, bro. He got pissed off. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna fumble." All right. And then the post-game interview, he straight up lied. They're like, "What were you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I was blocking." No, you wasn't, bro. Like, they got
I don't know what that was, bro. But
just standing there, and the Bengals corner's like,
I'm looking at our remaining schedule. I think we got the Cardinals this week. We got the Patriots next week
on Thursday night.
Then we got the Colts. Then we got
three
should wins, but still, you never know. But we finally got the 400 yards this past week, so I think we're gonna make it better, And a lot of people want to talk about this. Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Right now, they're looking like the best running back fucking combination.
I'm not gonna let you get away with that, bro. Najee Harris finally had a decent game all year.
What do you mean? Have you looked at his stats the last 4 or 5 weeks? Bro, hold on.
Listen,
Harris
is another one, bro. He's got to be the slowest starting running back in the league.
The most rushing yards in the NFL since week 9. Jaylen Warren's number 1. Josh Jacobs number 2. Devin Singletary number 3. McCaffrey's number 4. And Najee Harris is number 5.
Okay,
two Steelers niggas in top 5.
Sam Howell led the league in passing yards heading into this week. So what the fuck is your point? Sam Howell passing yards. So what the fuck is your point?
Washington's ass. We don't talk about them. They're ass.
Why are you bringing up? Why are you bringing up my team?
I didn't bring them up. I didn't bring up Washington. I don't give 2 fucks about Washington. Promise you, I don't.
Why are you bringing up my team for? I didn't do shit.
Fuck the X bro.
Yards since week 9. Sam Howell heading into this week led.
See, look, he hating on your team sports. He hating on them. See, he hating. All I was saying is my team got probably the best running back combination in the NFL right now, statistically speaking. I don't know any other team right now who got the best.
You know,
I mean, Jay,
right.
when you gonna actually let somebody talk rather than over
their
talking them?
boots because of Warren and
What you say?
Jay, when you gonna actually let somebody talk rather than scream your little head off when somebody trying to speak, bro?
Hey, Brandon, I got a question. Who? Brandon, quick question.
Go ahead, Jay.
What the argument was?
Please, you don't have 6 rings. Be quiet. Brandon.
There it goes. That
Here we go. I like that flame. I know how to light that flame. I know how to light that flame.
Okay,
Brandon.
Hey, Cowboys.
What up, Jay? What up?
It's logic, man.
Yeah, you were
throughout this whole podcast, who was talking the most throughout this whole podcast so far?
It won't.
Was I even top 3? Was I top 3?
No, what I'm actually saying is when
I'm
somebody else is speaking about your team, when do you gonna actually let them speak about it rather than just
He wasn't undisputed. They wasn't speaking about my team. He brought up Washington, Sam Howell and shit. Nobody brought up Washington. Nobody brought up that motherfucking weak-ass franchise. We don't talk about weak-ass franchises. And undisputed. You an NFC South guy. I forgot. Y'all division.
So poverty.
I'm gonna let y'all division slide.
I don't care what the record say. My team's still in the first place, so I don't give a crap.
Yo, that division is ass. Oh my god.
I don't know how y'all do it either.
That division is
mid, but my team in first place. You know.
Congrats. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Congrats.
But
I'll take it every time.
OJ, I got a question. Because me, Trent, we always talk about Najee Harris on PC. He really ain't top 20, ain't he?
No, he's not top 20.
Y'all are hilarious, bro. I love y'all. Y'all are funny, bro. I love it. I love it because, like,
and here's the thing, bro. Again, you guys know me. I love the Bama guys, big Najee guy, but that dude, man.
Y'all don't watch the games. I can tell y'all don't watch the games.
So
this is coming from the same man who said TJ Watt is better than Myles Garrett.
Sports?
Myles Garrett, who?
This is the same person that said TJ Watt is better than Myles Garrett.
Yeah, he is.
Myles Garrett is fucking cool.
That's not ridiculous.
Myles Garrett's nice. Myles Garrett's nice. Don't get it fucked up.
I love TJ Watt.
We're not gonna start that argument though. We're not starting.
No. Trent ain't here. We're
not starting.
I don't think that's a crazy.
Let me ask this question.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a crazy take.
No, OJ was talking. Go ahead,
I think, for the record, I think Myles Garrett is a better pure rusher. But as a rusher / run stopper, TJ Watt, to me, he's a little bit more versatile. Like,
no, it's not even an opinion.
If you're talking about tracking the running back and stuff like that, you get a little bit more of that TJ Watt. It all depends what you want, bro. You can't go wrong with either one.
They both solid.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think Myles Garrett is just better though. I think he's
TJ Watt does more. TJ Watt does more. That's why.
Is he getting constantly double teamed?
God, Jay, if you use his interceptions as an argument again, I swear to God.
Broad.
I mean,
I got a question. What makes a player better than another player?
A lot of things.
He's one defense.
OJ, a lot of things, right? Right? So, let's say me and you got similar sacks, right? And look, this is when they bring up the double team rate. The double team rate. They love that stat. The double team rate. He gets double team more. I like players who do more on the field than the next, right? TJ Watt has more sacks than Myles Garrett, probably more tackles for loss, more forced fumbles, more interceptions, more pass deflections, more tackles.
Bro, I'll do you better than that, bro. I'll do you better than that. If you want to make an argument for TJ Watt over Garrett,
and he also uses
it's even simpler than that. TJ Watt is a more impactful overall.
That's what I be telling them, and they look at me like they don't crazy.
I don't know about that.
That's what I think. He impacts the game more. He impacts the game more.
So you haven't been here recently. You haven't seen his debates with Trent. His two main arguments is the interceptions and the fact that
that's not true, bro. You're just talking out your edge. You don't know this shit, bro. You're talking out your edge.
You're the same person who said you would take TJ Watt over Myles Garrett because he won Defensive Player of the Year award.
No,
you mentioned that.
Better than sports. Y'all go look at the
Did he mention that, bro? Did he mention that?
Bro, so, I said he does more on the field. And OJ, I said he does more on the field than Myles Garrett. And they both look at me like I'm just a dickhead. I'm telling you the stat. I'm telling you what I'm watching.
Hey, Brian, PSP is in the video. He said,
I'm taking
it. Let me ask you something.
Let's say that his justification is wrong.
All right,
It doesn't change
go.
the
I
fact
want to hear
that
what Champ got to
TJ
say.
Watt is
Go.
still arguably better though.
It's still an opinion.
Even if it's just
like, whatever it is,
right?
Yo, Champ, go
But
on
more
here. What was the question you
impactful,
had to say?
OJ. Yeah.
Yeah, he's more
You know,
impactful.
I don't
know about
agree
that.
with
So
that.
with that
he's
argument,
more
Go
this
ahead.
is
so
how,
with that
this is how
argument,
you know,
you
bro.
keep making
Miles
over
Garrett,
for
Miles
Miles
Garrett
Garrett.
mainly impacts game one way: QB pressure and sacks. TJ Garrett impacts the game more ways than
Miles
that.
Garrett, you mean?
Well,
Yeah,
hold
You
on.
said
Miles
TJ
Garrett.
Garrett.
Bro, TJ Watt, bro. TJ Watt is a legit linebacker. I know he's a pass rusher, bro, but when it comes to like
He plays more like
setting,
a linebacker.
hold on, when it comes to setting the edge, bro, and tracking running backs, bro, TJ Watt is significant. Well, let me not say significant, but clearly better than Miles Garrett.
He does a lot on the field.
I don't know.
Hey,
A lot.
Champ.
You
Yo,
guys
let
are like, I
let
don't
Champ
know.
talk,
It's
y'all.
a
I don't
fact,
know.
bro. Y'all
That's-
watching the game,
that's-
bro.
that's-
tell you,
You are
that's-
watching the game, but are you watching
Bro,
Miles
they not
Garrett?
watching.
They're not watching the
Yeah,
game.
hold on,
You
hold on.
watching
hold on.
Miles
They just want to bring up
Garrett
double team
is-
rate. They
come
love
on,
double
let
team
me
rate.
ask
That's
you
all
a
they
question.
do. Double team rate.
Miles Garrett.
Miles
is-
Garrett didn't even get
Hey,
even get double teamed a lot yesterday, bro. He still ain't made an impact.
The funny thing is, I never did.
Y'all. Wait. Champ tried to ask a question, y'all. Y'all kept on talking. Yo, Champ, ask your question, bro.
So with that logic, you would say Kevin Green is better than Derek Thomas.
What happened?
So with that logic, y'all just gave me OJ and Jay. Y'all would say Kevin Green is better than Derek Thomas.
Now, you take
And his
I'm
team.
not even gonna lie, bro. I can't even tell you about certain shit like that. I ain't gonna tell you nothing, bro.
OJ, can you?
I wasn't even alive to watch Kevin Green. Like I really wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know the
I watch those guys.
I'm 22, bro. I'm 22, bro. Like,
bro, you're taking it too, and I'm way older, but you're taking it too far back. It has to be something more contemporary that's fresh in my mind.
They both played the outside linebacker position. With that logic that y'all just gave me, you would say that Kevin Green is better than Derek Thomas.
Actually, technically speaking, Miles Garrett is more of a traditional 3-point stance.
That's what I was
like
just about to
defensive end, whereas TJ Watt is actually more of an outside linebacker.
Yes, that's what I was just about
As
to
a
say.
matter of fact, Miles Garrett is listed as a defensive end, not an outside linebacker.
Yes.
And what I'm trying to tell you guys is two things that TJ Watt does better: setting the edge. If you don't know what that is, look it up. And then secondly, tracking the running back or whoever has the ball, tracking the ball, bro.
And the only thing I want to say,
that's important, bro.
I just think TJ's better because he's more impactful on the field than Miles Garrett. That's my opinion.
But
you can disagree.
Why?
You can disagree.
That's
my opinion. If you want to disagree, go ahead. I'm not arguing with you.
5 times, bro.
Again,
I'm not arguing. Watch this. I'm gonna say one thing.
I will say this until I'm blue in the face.
Watch this.
I will say this until I'm blue in the face. With the Steelers, it's more of the system than it is the linebacker because y'all transition.
Nah,
you can do whatever you do.
That's so stupid.
We're not gonna discredit TJ Watt.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. They blame the system. They blame the coach. They blame everything.
Nah. If you're good in a system, then what's wrong with that? I mean, Terrell Davis made the Hall of Fame by playing in the system. Is somebody going to discredit how good Terrell Davis was? Because he played in the zone blocking system?
So Miles Garrett is good because of what? Because he's just good? That's why?
Because he's great.
Because look
there are not many players.
Jay, I got you. Champ, you're saying that TJ Watt benefits off the system. Yes. I have a question for you. How does the Pittsburgh Steelers defense scheme for his success, for the sacks that he gets? Remember, he's rushing off the edge. Go ahead.
Everybody playing this system.
They do this same rush. Everyone is called a dog rush. They do that frequently, at least 15 times a game.
What's a dog rush? Go ahead. Explain.
They rush both of the bookends and the middle linebacker. They do that at least 15 times a game. So he's gonna get that blitz at least 15 times a game.
Bro, do you understand? That's a basic blitz package, bro? That's not anything unique to the Pittsburgh's defense, bro.
The Vikings blitz more than anybody.
And by the way, so I have a question for the Miles Garrett.
Janelle Hunter, dog.
I have a question for the Miles Garrett people. Hunter. Besides rushing, pressure, and sacks, what does Miles Garrett do better than TJ Watt?
Oh man!
And what does TJ Watt do better?
He sets the edge better.
That's it. So because he's a linebacker, that's it. Come on, man.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
OJ,
Hold on. Miles Garrett sets the edge better than TJ Watt.
I never said that.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Time out.
OJ, I never said that. I never said that, OJ.
Production. No, I want you to say it again.
I never said that TJ was better.
No. Production said it. Say it again.
Give me last word.
Yeah.
Production.
You can go back and say
Miles Garrett says the edge better than TJ Watt. I want you to say that again. Go ahead.
I didn't say that.
Bro, you don't.
I believe
no
that.
offense, bro. I don't know you like that. You don't know football, bro. If that's what you think. You don't, bro.
That's cool, bro.
Hey,
That's cool.
Bro.
Bro.
That's ridiculous.
Let me ask you a question. What does it mean to set the edge?
You ain't
Go
gonna
ahead.
put words. You ain't gonna put words in my mouth, bro, because you can go back and look. The only problem I had was Jay's arguments. That's it. Because I never once, and again, you can go back and look in episodes because it was mainly Jay versus Trent. I never said that TJ was better than Miles. I never once said that Miles was better than TJ. They are very close, but I just did not see Jay's main argument points. That was the problem I had. So do not put fucking words in my mouth, OJ.
I put words in your mouth?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, calm down, buddy.
He said it
like that.
What word did I put in your mouth, bro?
I want Miles Garrett debate get people going, man. They get people going.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. This is the last topic of the night. Champ, what's your
and by the way, bro, Miles Garrett, that got bodied. Oh yeah, Miles Garrett
sucks,
people.
bro.
But go ahead, brother.
But Champ, what's your thoughts on your Falcons, man? Y'all first in the NFC South.
Oh, we're mid, bro. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you just like this. I don't let the fact that I'm a fan of a team blind me to the facts. We got a mediocre quarterback at best. You're better off having me out there trying to throw something, and I can't throw past 20 yards. He turns the ball over like he eating sunflower seeds. And guess what, man? It's not going to get any better until we draft a better quarterback. And Arthur Smith need to get his behind out of there with the quickness. And they just need to. That whole division is benefiting off of each other being horrible. And like I said, I don't let the fact that I'm a Falcons fan blind me from the facts. You know, you have a lot of people say, "Hey, we're good," but guess what? We're in first place. I'll take it every time. But hey, you have to be realistic. You have to be a football fan more so than you are a fan of a team. So the Falcons, bro, I mean, hey, rise up. I'm always gonna pick them either way or another, no matter what team we playing. If we get beat by 70 or 1, it is what it is. But that whole division is in a rebuild mode, and we are benefiting specifically because of it's really gonna come down to who is not that bad. So,
I really wish my division can go do that.
At least you know you.
I always got to go against a tough ass team every year.
I don't think I've seen a division with as terrible quarterbacks in one season as this year, bro. This is the worst ensemble of quarterbacks I've seen, bro, in a season. And by the way, the Falcons, bro, in my opinion, they have the best secondary in the league. They have some of the best skill positions, bro. The Falcons are very good talent-wise, bro.
We just don't have a quarterback.
Bro,
we're a quarterback away.
Shore up the offensive line a little bit and get a better quarterback, and the Falcons are a problem, bro.
I mean, I don't even think it's the offensive line.
No, it's not. But
Those two, both of those quarterbacks hold on to the ball longer than I hold on to the food in the kitchen. So guess what? You can't always blame it on the offensive line. And I mean, if you hold it on to it like I'm holding on to a chicken breast from KFC in the morning time, you can't get mad.
Yeah, you only get like 5 seconds.
You only gonna get like 5 seconds, and when you hold it on to the ball like this, because you freezing up like a person at war. I mean, what do you expect from the offensive line? I can't block this guy for 10 minutes.
Yeah. But hold on, shit. 2 things. Because what you just said, what you said was 100% accurate. Because a prime example was when Tyrann Mathieu secured that interception, Saints were driving, and then the Saints immediately fumbled inside the Falcons' 10-yard line. That's just a prime example.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, both of those guys, and especially Desmond Ridder, and it will be talked about more if we were actually relevant. Because really, he turns over the ball more than probably anybody in the league, but because we're so mid, the reporters don't even bother talking about it. I mean, it's just like, hey, you know, Desmond Ridder fumbled the ball twice, and he threw 2 interceptions. Okay, that's what Desmond Ridder does. Next question. So, I mean, this whole division is mid. They need to blow it. This whole division is mid. Everybody, the Falcons are probably the most talented team in that division, despite their quarterback.
You guys
I would say despite their quarterback. And
I agree.
The minute we get a quarterback, the minute we get a quarterback, we'll take off in that division. But right now, it's just going to come down to who's not that bad. And that's what it's going to come down to.
Whatever team make it out that division, they're going to get their ass whooped in that wild card game. Oh, my
bro,
God.
let me tell you something. I'm counting. The only reason why. The only reason why I'm even going to watch that game is just because my Falcons are in the playoffs, and I can say a lot of these guys down south, your team's not in there.
Yeah.
So,
Other than
that, it's just like, hey, especially if we play somebody like the 49ers, I'm counting on getting whooped. So, hey.
I have a question for you, Chad, real quick. I got a question for you. What is the sentiment around the Falcons organization? Like, if you guys get like a top, well, I doubt you get a high top draft pick. But do you move away from Desmond Ridder if you could get a quarterback? Like, what's the
yes, you do.
That?
My thing is this: this is just a 1-year project with Desmond Ridder. I am fully convinced.
You saw a little bit last year when he was when Mariota was behind him, and he still looked bad. So
yeah,
you have plenty of sample size. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when people like Stroud comes in the NFL like year one and they ball out like that, it puts that much more pressure for other rookie quarterbacks, which really is not realistic, bro. Like what you see Stroud doing, that's not realistic, bro. Like
put CJ Stroud on that team. I guarantee you he has twice the numbers that he has in Houston right now.
Because they'll have better weapons. Yeah.
So am I lying? So guess what? I mean, that's not the pressure is not an excuse for you not performing and being a fumble machine. You can control holding on to the ball. You can't control not being a better athlete. You can control holding on to that ball.
This was the combined stats of both Derek Carr and Desmond Ridder yesterday. Again, combined. 37 of 59 for 472 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions.
Exactly. And
Derek Carr literally turned the cheeks after his damn leg injury with the Raiders.
I mean, like I said, man,
candidate to a guy that couldn't even.
I couldn't have been the owner. I'd have chose checkup in front of his face. You play that bad, and we wanted to spite you. Yeah, get you up out of there. And my thing is, we've seen this with the Falcons before. And guess what? They are known for being aggressive in the draft. Look how they traded up for Julio Jones. So, hey, be aggressive and get that quarterback and get him up out of there, bro.
Get Matt Ryan. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Hey, say what you want to about Matt Ryan. Hey, led us to the Super Bowl and the first 5 years of his 10 years.
You're right.
Back-to-back winning seasons. We never had back-to-back winning seasons before Matt Ryan.
And also that same year he led you to the Super Bowl, he won the MVP. So
we won the MVP. And not to mention he led us to an NFC championship before that when we got beat by the 49ers. It was just always somebody bigger or badder than we was. I'm just being honest with you.
And listen, at the end of the day, I got about 8 to 23 reasons why he's not a Hall of Famer. So,
no, Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer.
But hey, man, hey y'all, that includes the end of the show, man. Any last words before we head out, y'all?
Yeah, the only thing I'll have to say is TJ Watt, he clears Myles Garrett.
Say it, he clears
him. Yeah,
he clears him. Say it for the kids in the back. TJ Watt clears my
That's TJ Watt, man.
I got backup today, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah, but don't ever let Trent try to punk you like that again.
Wow.
I'll never leave my opinion.
Marcus, any last words?
Fuck no.
You said what?
Oh, Marcus, any last words?
Oh, Broncos country, let's ride.
Oh, wow, that's simple. Okay. All right, last word.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that about my Dolphins, man. I feel a little bit better about my team now. So I just read today we one of the 6 teams in the league that has the top 10 offense and defense in the league. So I think we falling in the right direction. And I appreciate you having me on again, my boy.
Yeah, for sure, man. Anytime. Your champ.
Hey, shout out to every last one of you. I appreciate you for always inviting me on the show. It get heated on here, but that's a part of the game. I like it. That's
for sure.
All y'all know y'all stuff. So
for sure, man.
Yeah, it's all love though.
Brian.
Man, we're sitting here at 10-1. We got the 49ers this week. I don't hear no 49ers fans crying about last year, this, that, because especially we beat y'all ass again. And this time without Purdy getting hurt. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks, Brian. But anyway, Jay. You last words?
Man, 7-4, man. If that offense starts scoring touchdowns, it's gonna start getting scary. And it's you know what I'm saying? Ooh, we got the Cardinals this week. We should win. But knowing my Steelers, they you know what I'm saying, they might do some bullshit. But we should make the playoffs. Right now, I think we will go against the Dolphins. We will beat the Dolphins' ass right now.
You would never beat us, boy.
We will beat the Dolphins' ass right now.
Nah.
But yeah, shout out to y'all teams.
Hope y'all come to Miami. I would hope y'all come to Miami. I would glad.
Shout out to all y'all teams besides Washington.
Hold on, Jay. Do you believe that? Hey, real quick, Jay, do you believe that you guys would be?
No, I think it will be a good game. I think it will be a good game. It wouldn't be a blowout.
That offense don't score like 25 points. They're not beating them because they dropping 30 on y'all. But
we played them last year and they had 16. But it's cool. It's cool.
What the hell they got to do with this?
I know. I'm just saying they had Waddle. They had Tyreek last year.
Rather than what's going on right now. That's what kills me about you.
All I'm saying.
Always stick to legacy rather than what's going on today.
All I'm saying is
also a lot better this year.
All I'm saying is they had Waddle and Tyreek last year. They didn't go off against us. That's all I'm saying. And we were worse last year. We were worse.
That's a whole different team,
bro. Defense is a lot better this year than it was last year.
Way better defense.
You know what? Fuck the Dolphins. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Falcons. Fuck the Washington. I don't even gotta say nothing, y'all. Y'all just
why the fuck do you keep bringing up my team? Why can't you leave me in peace? Why do you have to bring up my team for? Is this your weak or pathetic way to bring shame on somebody? Shit, man.
Strays, man.
Leave the fuck out of this. As Will Smith said to Chris Watt, keep my team's name out your fucking mouth.
Y'all team's just ass. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Y'all team's ass.
PSP.
We'll see you in a few weeks, Brandon.
Leave my fucking team out of this shit.
Ain't nobody said nothing about the Steelers, bro. Don't throw no shade this way.
Just greatness.
Miles Garrett is better. I don't want to hear it. And Jay,
don't get you a ring.
Leave my team out my fucking mouth. My team out your fucking mouth. Leave my team out your fucking mouth. Stop bringing up legacy and shit. Do something new.
Don't get a ring.
That's all you do. All you do is bring up the rings. What have you done since 2008?
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
What have you done since 2008? In the words of Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
I've done in the last 90 fucking years, but be ass.
And we already knew that. I already didn't have expectations for this team. Stop bringing up shit. Stop bringing up legacy and shit. That's all you do all the fucking time.
Get Terry McLaurin out of Washington immediately. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Get him out of here.
90 years.
All right, y'all.
I know, bro.
We won 3 Super Bowls.
But again, he's 22 years old. So again, he doesn't know.
I wasn't alive. My fault. Sorry, but they're ass. I'm sorry, they're ass.
Always bringing shit up, man. Stop fucking
PSP, you say your last word.
I already said my last words. I'm just tired of Jay's trifling ass always trying to bring up shame and stuff, man.
You playing?
Y'all teams really be shitty. I'm sorry, but my fault.
Yeah, but hey man, for all the people
we better than the Steelers all
make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. I see y'all Wednesday night for the basketball show, man. 8 Eastern time. Till next time, peace.
The Celtics not winning.
Wow.
Hey.